any kind of PLE, WWE wise, you always want to start off the show with a banger match. You want to start it off not with your main event caliber, but a match that's really going to get the crowd ramped up. It's going to set the bar, like the energy high for the entire crowd. Of course, they started off with the women's Royal Rumble, which I had no problem with. I was like, cool, I'm excited to see some NXT stars out there. There's a couple veteran talents out there. I was excited as hell. And boy, was that women's Rumble match stacked. Charlotte, Jordynne Grace, Valkyrie, Io, Bayley, Bianca, Naomi. I mean, and the fact with all that talent, right? Charlotte still won. Now that is my main issue. Also, the final three, and Nia and Charlotte were the final three. Nia, the last 15 minutes of the match, took out 9 fucking women. Like that. They had like 12 people in the ring. Nia just pushes them all, and there's like 9 people eliminated in 30 seconds. It was terrible. I hated it. I hated the end of that match. Perez, she did fucking balls to the wall. She was amazing tonight. Charlotte comes out. She hasn't been in WWE for, a year now because of injury. And she wins. It's like fucking Batista all over again. Doesn't show up in WWE for 4 years. Comes in the Rumble match and just fucking wins. Pissed me the hell off. And, of course, AJ Lee didn't return. They had Nikki Bella at 30, which was like, You know, we saw Nikki Bella a couple weeks ago. We knew she was going to be in the Rumble. I honestly thought it was going to be Becky at 30, but that crowd's energy got sucked out when 30 hit and it was Nikki Bella. I'm sorry, I love Nikki Bella, but people wanted AJ Lee. You know, my little brother wanted AJ Lee, but it wasn't her. Crowd kind of, okay, we're going to see who wins this. Ending of the match was not great. And then Charlotte wins. And the entire crowd kind of just, the energy was up here, and everyone just kind of went. And the problem is, when you start the pay-per-view off like that, with the energy so high, and then it drops like that, and then you have going into the tag team match with Motor City Machine Guns and DIY, people started to not really care as much, because they were like, damn, I didn't really like Charlotte winning that. Damn, AJ didn't show up. The match was okay. And it just brings the energy down in the entire pay-per-view. Now, luckily, the tag team match was a freaking banger. The tag team match was great. I enjoyed it. Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, they always have great matches together. DIY got the first pinfall, and then Motor City Machine Guns got the second pinfall. Now, Street Profits come out. Seems like they want their belts back, huh? They come out. They cost DIY and Motor City Machine Guns, technically, their titles. They ended up hitting Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY got the pinfall, so they retained the titles. And Street Profits basically just start beating the shit out of everybody. Now we move on to Cody and KO. I'll tell you what, I've been loving this storyline. The last, 6 months, with Cody and KO being friends, they turn on each other. Randy Orton gets into the mix. Randy Orton's been out. I was hoping Randy was going to come back. Unfortunately, he didn't. But I enjoyed the match overall. Cody's the workhorse. KO never gives up. Is freaking unstoppable. These two always put on a banger. No matter who they're working with, they make everybody look incredible. And these two, let me tell you what. That is how you book a ladder match. Triple H knows how to book a ladder match. The fish hook that Kevin Owens gave Cody Rhodes, I did one of them. Into the ladder, I thought Cody Rhodes broke his fucking neck. I'm not even kidding you. Flew me out of my chair. It was so bad that Sami Zayn actually ended up running out, because Kevin Owens was just on the tarmac, he actually started bleeding a little bit. Cody Rhodes is in the ring. He's fucking sprawled out. He looks like he's half dead. Then, they're both laying down. We get ambulances, we get medics, we get freaking stretchers coming out. I'm like, holy shit, are they going to stop this? I was waiting for Randy to come out. They both end up getting up. Of course, like I said, they're both fighters. Cody Rhodes then proceeds to Alabama slam Kevin Owens through a ladder, breaks the ladder. Kevin Owens' head is in the ladder. You can see his whole neck. is in the fucking ladder. Cody Rhodes gets up, climbs the freaking ladder, and wins the match. Absolutely brought me right back into the pay-per-view. Like I said, these two legends always deliver. Brought me right back, and we get into the men's Royal Rumble. Here we go. Cool enough, Rey Mysterio and Penta draw 1 and 2. You know, they have a very cool moment, you know, in their respective businesses. Them two have been two of the biggest superstars in the freaking world. Them two have a very cool moment. We get Chad Gable, we get Otis. Braun Breaker comes into this freaking thing and starts his freaking energy up. Big spear off the top rope. Carmelo ends up getting eliminated. Takes his anger out on Tashi. Triple H is dragging Tashi to the back. He's like, dude, we need somebody to go into the Rumble. We need somebody. I Show Speed is in the background. I Show Speed goes into the ring. Crowd has a huge pop for him. Unfortunately, he runs into Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker hits probably one of the biggest fucking spears I've seen on anybody. Folds frickin' Speed in half and then throws him out of the ring. Jacob Fatu comes out. This dude is a frickin' animal. He's going to be in a WrestleMania at some point. I don't know when. Very much of foreseeable future WrestleMania main eventer, though. This dude is a frickin' maniac. He was trading hands with Braun Breaker, picking people up, slamming them, catching them, slamming them, catching them. Next entrant that comes out, we get Joe Hendry. I knew he was going to be in this Royal Rumble. There was no way in hell, being the TNA champion, that he was not going to come out. Huge freaking pop. He comes out, does his whole, you know, thing. The next guy that comes out, your OTC, freaking Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns ends up eliminating both Joe Hendry and Braun Breaker. We end up getting Fatu and Roman facing off. They end up trading blows. That got me hyped the hell up out of my freaking seat. Drew and Roman face off. Had me freaking rolling, dude. I was so hyped up. Braun Strowman ends up freaking coming out. Ends up eliminating Jacob Fatu. I was like, holy shit. Next thing you know, we get freaking John Cena on his farewell tour. Runs out to that freaking ring. Almost goes after Roman, but he's waiting. Then we get CM Punk. CM Punk comes out, spoils the party. We get them three. Then we get freaking Seth Rollins coming out. I'm gonna shit my pants here in a minute. Of course, Seth goes right after Punk. Cena goes after Roman, and we got a freaking Donnybrook again. The whole ring starts going fucking ballistic. Crowd is going fucking ballistic. The match at this point ends up very much slowing down. We get Dominic Mysterio coming out. He gets booed. Logan Paul ends up hitting 30, does his double clothesline. We're down to 10 men in the Rumble. Then we get Seth and Roman having a little moment there. You know, the Shield started and ended in Indianapolis. They end up going back and forth. Punk eliminates Seth frickin' Rollins and Roman Reigns. Punk's fumbling back. Logan Paul dumps CM Punk over. He eliminates him. Crowd's like, what the fuck is going on? Logan Paul's like, yeah, celebrating. Jey Uso super kicks him. Logan Paul's over. It comes down to Jey Uso and John Cena. Cena and Jey Uso, they end up trading shots. Jey Uso wins the frickin' Royal Rumble. What a way for Jey Uso to get back into WrestleMania. He is going to be main eventing WrestleMania. What a frickin' pay-per-view, man.